Hey, what's going on, everybody? Here we are in the second quarter. I'm glad you guys are back for the rest of the action between the Miami Hurricanes and the LSU Tigers. The Miami Hurricanes are on the move here, looking to break this scoreless tie. We'll see how it goes. Again, De'Aaron Keene's got them on the move inside the 10. And one of the things that's really cool about Tiger Stadium is those 5-yard markers on the field. You see him right there. De'Aaron, nice pass to Mallory. Is he in? No, just out. Shout out to Will Mallory for that huge catch in the Dynasty game against North Carolina. You guys have to check out the Dynasty series if you haven't done that yet. Again, same thing, guys. If you want to see the third quarter of this action, we got to hit the like button. 50 likes, and I'll show it immediately. Inside the 5 here for the Hurricanes. Handoff to Cameron Harris, leaping in for the touchdown. The Miami Hurricanes are on the board. I know you guys like that, so be sure to hit the like button if you like the Cameron Harris touchdown. That's a pretty cool leap for him. And gets into the end zone. Yeah, again, this is 1 quarter of action, 50 likes, and I'll show it immediately if you guys want to see the rest of the game. And if you haven't yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button. New videos daily on the Miami Hurricanes. You're getting a look at the LSU Tigers, the defending champion LSU Tigers. There's Jose Borregales on the board with the extra point. So, yeah, LSU's going to have to bounce back, but good for Miami to put together a drive. A little slow in the beginning, but then they go ahead and get that drive capped with the touchdown. Big play by Will Mallory. And Will's a guy, just speaking on him a little bit, Will's a guy that, again, not very much production his first year. Came in as a highly regarded recruit out of Jacksonville. Brevin kind of handled the majority of the snaps, the catches there at the tight end position. But Will started coming into his own last year as a sophomore. When Brevin goes down with an injury, you're starting to see Will make plays. He gets that playing time. He becomes the main target there. And he was the same way in the spring. Top target in the spring with Brevin out. So Will, he seems very focused on himself, very focused in the sense of improving himself, worried about his production, his play. And I think that's one thing you'd like to see with him is he is making plays when he's getting opportunities. He's continuing to prove. And I think he's going to be a very solid player for Miami. And you just don't see productive. It's hard to have 2 productive tight ends in college. I think Miami has that. And I think that's another reason why you feel good about the offense. The things that Brevin can do. And he's been dealing with injuries the last couple of years a little bit. But when he goes down, Will's certainly a capable player. And I think Will's going to keep getting better. And I think that's what you'd like to see. Again, with the guy going into his junior year. Again, another freshman there, Trey Bradford. Got some freshmen in for LSU. Had a talented recruiting class. There's number 6, Terrace Marshall. Paid attention to their receivers quite a bit last year. Jamar Chase, the other one. Just very, very impressive. Obviously, Joe Burrow had a lot to do with it, but the receivers are very talented. And they should help out Brennan make that transition. So, Amari Carter with a nice play. Again, Amari's the guy that's played a lot for Miami. If I had to, I think he's close to 38 games in his career, something like that. That number's, I don't know why that stands out to me, but it does. But anyways, he certainly played a lot, getting ready for his senior year. And Amari's one of those guys, just his personality and things like that, just kind of his makeup. You hear so many positive things from teammates, coaches, staff members, just the type of guy he is. So it's a nice pass breakup. ZJ Ivey, number 8, Palmer, 33. I couldn't tell if it was a drop or a pass breakup. Here we go. We got a replay. Ivey was certainly in there. I just had an article on InsideTheU.com about DJ Ivey. Javonte Dean, former Hurricane, was talking highly about DJ Ivey. They actually grew up together. They played for the same park team, the Florida City Razorbacks. Shout out to the Razorbacks program. Then they went ahead and played together at South Dade, and or they both went to the same high school. There's the age difference there. But anyways, Javante's excited about him. That was one heck of a punt. Looks like they're getting the ball at like the 2-yard line. So De'Aaron King's got his work cut out for him here. This is one of those things, if you're the LSU defense, you like to get a stop here, get good field position, and then tie the game up. If you're Miami, you've got to somehow get that first down, get away from the back, get away from that end zone there. He is just standing in the purple and yellow. Look at him. They are backed up. That's a risky pass. I don't know if you want to be doing that. That could easily just be caught by the defender for a touchdown. I thought they were going to run the ball. Shelvin's one of their D tackles. It was, total yards Miami with a huge lead, 77 total yards already. That's a decent run. I feel like you'd kind of want that on first down, but just a tough spot backed up here. And where they are backed up like this is one of those typical things in college football. They do situational and practice situationals, and this is a situation that they sometimes practice when you're backed up like this. So that was a quick 3 and out, but again, it's hard to get that first down when you're back here like this. So you need to punt this away and play solid defense, maintain that lead. Oh, there's Shelvin again. Just mentioned him, 72. Lou Headley back here. Just was in Houston, training there. Oh my goodness, a punt block. Well, that was easy. That was really quick touchdown there. Yeah, Lou Headley was just in Houston training at a rugby stadium. With fellow Australians, but man, that's a nice play on that pump block, and then you have Maurice Hampton Jr. That's 14, and then number 4. Man, that's a big play there.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and we're all
tied up. Yeah, this is going to be an exciting game, I have a feel like. So, yeah, you guys definitely got to hit the like button if you want to keep seeing the action here. That's Harris, number 4. It's a safety. Anyways, but yeah, I'm curious to see how the rest of the game is going to go. Miami's, they get the ball back here. They're certainly going to have an opportunity, ideally with better field position. But, yeah, that's a tough thing, that pump block. And Mike Hartley's returning kicks in the simulation. I'd be surprised if he did it for the season. They've got some other options. I think you've definitely got to look at the running backs, the freshman running backs, Jalen Knight and Don Chaney Jr. And that's how Don posted on social media that he's expecting to be ready for practice. He dealt with an injury in the spring, didn't participate. He was an early enrollee, but just didn't participate in those 4 spring practices. And I don't think he was projected to be out there if they had the whole spring. But anyways, he's expected to be ready to go when it's time to be ready to go. Whenever that might be. We all got to stay positive through it all. Just see what happens.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And while I think highly of Jalen Knight and Don Chaney Jr., and Robert Burns is returning as well, I think this is a job for Cameron Harris. I think he's going to be given the opportunity to be that lead back. Be that solid guy in a passing offense. That's a nice roll out there.
It's Pope, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's impressive for a quarterback to roll out to his left and then set his feet and make the throw. I think that's what you're going to... You guys are really going to enjoy the physical tools that De'Eric has with his footwork and things like that. He's got a really good arm. But his ability to do that, and I think you're going to see that. I think sometimes you might just assume he's going to take off on everything. You've seen athletic quarterbacks use their legs a lot, but I think De'Eric, when you watch him play, he's definitely looking to make that pass. Use his arm to get yards. But he just has that ability to make plays with his feet there. So that was a little there's Eli Ricks, 5-star cornerback they're excited about at LSU.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So let's see, 3rd and 9 here. This is a big 3rd down. 2 minutes left before halftime. Oh, nice play by De'Eric King. Over the middle. Mark Pope with a good catch. His 3rd catch on the day. That's nice to see. 44 yards. Solid first half for Mark. And I know you guys had to have been disappointed for Mark last year. He had that big game and then goes down with the injury, and it kind of slowed him after that. Essentially just kind of when you start seeing him get going.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
So this is going to be interesting. So we look like about at the 44.
Here's a play fake.
Got that 2-minute offense going no huddle. That's a huge pass over the middle. My goodness, Mike Harley's having one heck of a day.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed.
And Mike would have been on the team when they played LSU a couple years ago. There's a good look at Mike Harley. Over Ricks, the freshman there. So again, down inside the red zone. Miami's looking to capitalize with a touchdown.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is
it's incomplete. So De'Eric King, 9 for 13, 114 yards. Really good completion percent. And the 114 yards, it's not huge numbers, but when you play a really good defense like LSU, it's not the easiest thing to do. To just rack up yards. So he's been efficient, moving the team here the last few drives. Oh, nice spin move. Look at that. That's a big spin move. That's what's going to be interesting and could be fun to watch with De'Eric. Those special moves there to get the extra yards. So 3rd and 1 here from the 8. Cameron Harris, again, that's one reason why you like him in the offense, because he has the ability to catch the ball. You saw that at Carroll City. He's just a guy that feels comfortable catching the ball. And I know, again, he's one of those guys that I've talked about before. It just strikes me as one of those guys that's been working really hard, wants to have a good season. Elevated role, steps. He knows he's got that. He's going to be given that first crack. And he's used to sharing time. Again, he did it at Carroll City, but so he's going to be okay with it essentially. But he's a guy that wants to handle it himself. Be that reliable player. That is a huge touchdown pass from De'Eric King to Mike Harley. Wow. Mike got his feet in bounds, and De'Eric threaded it through the LSU defense for a score. That's nice to see. Miami's not been great inside the red zone the last few years. So it's good to see one right there. That's a tough pass.
but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height,
Yeah, that's a
or
huge
even
touchdown.
speed, they use
Mike
their
Harley
quickness to find a way to get open.
having one heck of a day. So they're going to review it here. I think he got in. You only need 1 foot, I think. I think he got it. We're not even going to see. Okay, here we go.
Going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final
Almost looked like he got three feet in, but they'll check the review. So yeah, they're going to call this a touchdown, it looks like.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a
Yeah, so touchdown for Miami. Again, just a minute left before halftime, so that's good for the Hurricanes. If you guys are interested in seeing the second half, the third quarter, you've got to hit that like button.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
There's a look at Lou Hedley again, missing the tattoos, and he typically won't kick off for Miami. They'll go Borregales there, unless one of the other kickers can win the job.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
So LSU's got time. They've got their timeouts. All three of them left. 57 seconds left.
So far, they've had 3 drives.
They're going to be looking for a quick score before halftime. They've got to find a way to get those receivers the ball.
Sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad
Chase and
thing.
Marshall, Palmer, they have options.
You've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
From the 32 now, here's
Miami secondary has to be ready here. Again, Bolden and Hall at the safety positions. Ivy and Blades as their top corners.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's Racey McMath. That's maybe their number 4 receiver. They're just trying it. They've got to get the ball to their receivers. That's a nice pass breakup. That's Al Blades Jr., number 7. Big play by him. He's a guy that I think he's got a chance. You know, one of those guys that, again, played a little bit. Special teams as a freshman. Part-time starter as a sophomore. And then junior year, you're looking for that step up. But I think he's a guy that's got a chance. You know, he's got pretty good speed, length, size. And I think he's got a... You know, one thing that stands out about Al, I remember last year at Media Day, I asked a bunch of players about just different questions. Funniest guy, best dresser, you know, those kind of, you know, off the field questions. And it felt like Al was like everybody, I don't know, he just kind of was everybody's answer for everything. Like he just seems to have a really good personality. The guys really like him. Seems like a guy that has that natural confidence, and if he starts, you know, becoming a high-level productive player, I think that'd be really good for the defense. Guys like that, when those guys become your top guys on the team, it's very easy for guys to rally around and, you know, feed off of, in a sense, when they have that kind of a personality, infectious in a way. So Miami gets a big stop. They're holding on. They had a great first half. The only touchdown for LSU was that block punt. Derek King 11 for 15. Really solid first half. You've seen a couple of the runs. This seems to be pretty indicative of what he's going to be. Obviously, the offense would play at a faster tempo, a faster pace than what you're seeing here. You know, that's what Rhett Lashley wants to do. That's what Derek's used to doing. They want to run more hurry up, But other than that, the mix of run pass, the completion percent, the whole thing, I think those are things that you can expect to see from De'Eric.
And it's 2nd and 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that.
That might be the last play of the half, guys. 5 seconds left. He might get it. I mean, he certainly has time if he wants to. There it is. He's covering that ball up. Did not want to fumble. Mark Pope finishes it off. But that's halftime, so Miami's got a 14-7 lead. A lot of action in that quarter. All 3 touchdowns were scored in the quarter. I'm sure you guys are curious what that third quarter is going to look like. Obviously a tough first half for the LSU offense. Miami's offense was pretty solid, but again, just 14-7. I feel like with both teams making adjustments in the second half, you could see an interesting second half for sure. So we need 50 likes. Hit the like button if you haven't yet. As soon as it hits 50, I'll drop that third quarter. You guys will get a chance to see the rest of the game. And as always, check out InsideTheU.com for all your coverage of the Miami Hurricanes. You can follow me on Twitter at InsideTheU. I just want to thank everybody for watching the video. Look forward to the next one.